to our morning. Well, here we are today, guys. The build starts on our new Ranger. So eventful day yesterday. We took her out for a run before we did any mods on it, and had some fun running around. So we're just in here today. We're going to get the bull bar done and the winch done and start this build. So I'm looking forward to this, eh? Here we go. Got a bit to do on this, so it's going to take a few weeks, but I'm just going to run over everything bit by bit for you and show you what we do on this build and why we're doing it. Because I learned a lot from the last lesson traveling around Oz, so I thought I'd do it properly this time. Alright, here we go. Well, things don't always go to plan. As we opened up the bar, we soon realised that it was the incorrect bar that was actually sent. We ordered a non-loop bar and a loop bar had turned up. Due to time frames, we had no other choice but to install a loop bar. The boys put it all together and put it on the car, ready for engineering. Day crew, it's been a big day. Boys are still putting this bar in with the lights getting hooked up now. We're installing one of these light force covers. So just a little hint if you want to do it yourselves. Got these side covers, pop off from just here. Then you got a 7mm screw, just that. You got to get in and undo. So once you undo that, she'll just pop off. Don't try to pull it out from underneath because you'll end up snapping the brackets in the inside. Alright, we're going to get to light. We finished late that night installing the bar and all the lights and wiring completed. We were up bright and early and off to JB Tyre Place to get the new tyres and rims installed. Well, here they are. Check these out. The new Rebound Pros Icon interlockers. Wow, they're pretty smick. It's gonna have fun putting these on, aren't you boys?
Oh, I'm loving it, mate. Can't wait.
So yeah, this is the first time we're putting them on. They're actually pretty cool. So what these rims actually are is a hook here. They got little interlockers, little screws that go in through the rim, and they hold the bead of the tyre on. So they're not bead locks, they're interlocks, so they don't actually screw into the bead, they just hold it there to stop it slipping off when you drop your tyre pressure. So with these you can drop your tyre pressure fairly low for like sand driving and stuff like that, and the beads should pop off. Alright guys, we'll get in, bring the car in, and we'll get these wheels on, eh?
Ready for the new set?
Woo. Is there going to be enough space under here to fit them things on? What do you reckon, guys? They're huge.
The actual thing that
goes in the tyre. There you go. So what I didn't realise what goes into this. See these little things here? They're sensors. So the boys have to pull these sensors out of the old rims and put them into the new ones. So it's not just basically pull out a tyre and put it on like the old days. So there is a fair bit behind the scenes that go into changing these new wheels. So we'll show you how they actually pull them out. That's good. So there you go, that's how your sensors go in. So they're going to pull all them out on all 5 wheels and then put them into the new ones before they can lock them off. Slips off like that. Hi guys, we're moving along. Now, here it is. Here it is. The icon. Now, I've always had the last wrap around Australia, we had the wild peaks, as you know, but been throwing up which one we use. So here they are. In comparison, we've got the Mickey Thompsons on the left here. We've got the wild peak all terrains on the right. Wow, they take a while to fill up these big tyres. Yeah, he's put the sensors and that in. He was just having a bit of trouble filling them up with the sensors, but the boys have figured it out. It's Brad. Look at that. So the old Mickey Thompsons are going on it. 2 8570s, R17s. We've just been on the phone with Green Trees trying to work out what tolerances we have with offsets and stuff for the engineer. Now there the tyres there, we're done. The Mickey Thompsons are going on it. Woohoo! Yeah, so it's looking, can't see now. So it's looking okay at this stage. She's just checking with the engineer on whether it meets the standards with how far it's going to stick out, but it's only going to stick out probably, we reckon, maximum 20 mil. So we'll probably put flares on it and should pass the engineer's certificate. So here's the man himself, Blakey. He's going to explain what these rims are, because I know there's a few people out there thinking, these are illegal.
So these are legal. There is no clamping of the tyre with these. They're only to assist the bead from coming off, the unseating itself off the rim. There's actually no physical clamping of the bolt, so therefore it's a legal bead lock.
There you go. There you go. So that's the difference between bead lockers and interlockers.
Yes.
Learned something today. Well, just got the torque wrench, and Julie from Green Trees 4x4 just run back with the final legal measurements we've got on these tyres. So we've been back and forth this afternoon while we've been fitting, just running things through with it to make sure that once this thing gets to the engineers, it's all ready to go and legal. So we're looking good so far. Just can't see any issues with it, and the engineer said we're pretty fine. Didn't want to run the flares, but it looks like we'll have to with the offset. We're only going plus 25 on the wheels, and they're only just gonna be lucky if they stick out very far, but because it's getting engineered and stuff, we have to abide by all their rules. Better off to do it right the first time. Hey, it's been really good actually. The guys at Green Trees have been great. Like probably at least 45 minutes of phone calls this afternoon just on getting things ready so that all the plates and everything work out and we're not wasting our time or Blake's time. We get it all sorted now. It'll go over the pits and it'll be registered on a Thursday next week with 7.1 ton GCM. So, well, you look at what they got to do for these rims, and he chose them. So, but all these bolts here, they all have to be torqued.
22 Newton meters each bolt.
There you go. It's very time consuming, so it's really good to know if you want rims like this, it's not a 2-hour job. It's at least half a day to tighten all these up, get them on the rims, and then get them on the car. So keep that in mind. Beautiful rims, but they are labour intensive, hey? There you go.
Friction between the two countries. The constitutional and human rights lawyer, Dr. Patrick Keezer says he hopes they'll be changed with the new government.
Alright, this is going to be the test. You just put it on the balance machine. And how'd it come up?
35 on the outside, 95 grams on the inside. For a big tyre and rim combo, it's a pretty good low weight. Very happy with that.
There you go. I don't know much about these tyres, but it's looking pretty good. So what they do is they add weights to balance them up. So what does that, sitting on my car, what's a good balance for the tyres?
Oh, the less weights the better, really.
Yeah.
That's the less you're going to lose. The better balance the rim and tyre is together.
Nice. So he's just putting these little weights on here. You'll see they come in different sizes. And he gives it another spin.
Very good.
And she'll come up now, the weight's been put on it. 105.10. Yeah.
Anything that has a real solid core construction, generally you'll find they're all
Different.
yeah, slightly different.
Yeah. So there's a lot in putting tyres on. There you go. What do we got? What do we got?
In one of WA's busiest tourism regions, Sandbowl has
Oh.
The City of Postleton in WA's southwest can now deregister holiday.
First one going on. Ooh. Wow.
Mitch, you want to grab me some donuts?
This is going to be interesting. Hey. Just gotta hope she doesn't scrub.
Holy schmick.
It is pretty close, isn't it?
I think it'll need flares, eh?
You don't think? As long as it's inside that guard.
Got some spine nuts, eh?
The engineer says we need flares, but we'll see how we go when it fits, eh?
You go once it's done.
But we'll get a stick on there and we'll see. Stage of the build done, guys. We're off to Green Trees 4x4 next, so we're heading up to Sydney. They're gonna have the car for a good week up there doing all the suspension on this thing, so we just had to make sure that it was all good for the engineer, which it looks okay. We'll head up there tomorrow and we will drop it off to Green Trees. But gotta say, like, these guys have been great. You know, if you want any of the wheels and stuff, you'll see us start to put them up for these guys. They support us and keep us on the road, so we support them. If you do want any rims, just get onto our site, message us, or get onto JB Tyres. He's got a heap in stock, and he'll get them sorted for you. Does all the wheel alignments, balancing for you as well. So if you're on the south coast traveling through the Shoalhaven, pop in and see him. You can just walk in and tell him the guys at Gacko you watch us on the video, and he'll fit you in and get you fixed up for your next stop. Well, that's us, the second day of the build, and we will see you tomorrow at 4x4 Green Trees. Ooh, frosty. Well, we made it. It's like 8:15 and it is 0 degrees. Look at this. Woo. So we are just about to get the bikes off the back, because I got to ride back in this freezing cold weather. Bring it on. Well, just dropped her off. Now the fun part begins for me and Scotty. Here we go. 0 degrees. No gloves. So I think I'm going to have to stop at a bike shop and get some gloves. We've come prepared this morning. Alright, well, we've got about a 3-hour ride now, so we're going to hit that's different to what I thought. You can really hear that turbo kicking in that thing, eh? How cool is that? It's got a nice little hum to it now. Alright, that's our Torque exhaust gun, guys. Yeah, if you want to do it yourself, it's not that hard. Just order them in, and that's 6 bolts. Take 4 out, put 6 in. It's awesome. I'm gonna get ready to go up and put this huge canopy on now. Alright, see you at the next one. Woo! Nice and early. Another big day. We're here at MW Canopies today. The boys are going to throw the canopy on the back of this ute for us. Haven't seen it yet, so I'm pretty excited to see what this thing's come up like. Be good to get her on the back of the ute. Got the suspension done yesterday. It's all tightened up, ready to go for the canopy. So should be all fine once she goes on. So we're just opening up the shed now. So we'll get the car in there. We'll see how she comes up, eh? Jesus, some little trucks driving around here. Yeah. Woo. We've just picked the ute up from Green Trees. Now we're going to actually go into the RTA and re-register the ute. So we've got all the paperwork here that's increased the GCM and GVM on it. So now we've got to go in and we match it up at the RTA, and they run it through their system and actually register the vehicle with the legal GCM. So that's pretty cool. So we've got it all here. Look at that. Whew. So we're going to go in now and I will re-register this vehicle.